All right, in this lesson, we are going to talk about finding the area of a semicircle, so a half of a circle. Okay, so by the time we're done, you will be able to find the area of a semicircle, so half of a circle. We're going to talk about quarters also. It essentially all starts from the same thing that we've been working on. You must use the area formula, pi r squared. So we know that a semicircle, if we take a look at it here, that is going to be half of a circle. It's just half of the pizza if you're sharing it with someone. To find the area of a semicircle, you substitute the radius into a equals pi r squared. And then, so we're going to do the same thing as we did for area. So you have to be able to do area. But then we are going to divide by 2. So we're going to divide by 2 to take half of it. Now a quarter is 1/4 of a circle. So to find the area of quarter of a circle, we're going to substitute the radius again into a equals pi r squared. And then we're going to divide, because we want 1/4, we're going to divide by 4. Okay? So it's really finding the area of the circle and then dividing by the part that you want. So it's just like taking a pizza or a cookie or a pie and cutting it up into that amount. So whether it's a semicircle half, sharing it with someone, or a 1/4, sharing it with 4 people. All right, so formula doesn't change. A equals pi r squared. We're going to find the area of the semicircle. This is where you have to be careful. Make sure that you know that. So that means we're going to end up dividing by 2. So I have a radius here of 7. I need that. So I'm going to go 3.14 times 7 squared. Okay. And then I'm going to divide by 2. Okay, so in your calculator, you can actually put 3.14 times 7 squared and put it all over 2, if you know how to do that. I tend to do the area. So which gives me 153.86. And then what I like to do, since it's a semicircle, this is when I'm just going to take and I'm going to divide this by 2. So the area is going to be 76.93, and that's square meters because we're still talking area. Okay. You can do 3.14. So set up a fraction button, do 3.14 times 7 squared, and then put 2 underneath if you want. I generally do it step by step. Now this one, be careful because we're going to go 1/4 of the circle. My radius here is 8. So A is equal to, we're going to go 3.14 times 8 squared. I'm going to do it in steps. That's finding the area. That gives me 200.96. And then, so then I go back and I decide, what does it ask me? Well, it wants just the quarter of the circle. So 1/4 of it is dividing by 4 people. So I divide it by 4. So my area here for 1/4 is going to be 50.24. And that is square centimeters. Okay. So now we do have some pictures here, which is nice. So we're looking for the area of this semicircle. We're looking for the area of this quarter of a circle. Okay, so same thing goes. This is going to be very similar to this one. I want you to go ahead and try to set it up. Pause and set it up. Okay, hopefully you got it set up now. If my diameter is 12, I got to divide by 2 to get my radius. My radius is 6. So area equals 3.14 times 6 squared. So I get 113.04. That's the area of this whole circle, but I only want half of the circle, so I divide by 2. So it's 56.52, and it's square meters. Okay. So essentially, you're finding the area like you've been doing, and then you divide it by however many pieces. So that's half of a pizza. This one, I want 1/4 of a pizza. Okay, my R here is equal to 5. Go ahead and pause this one and try this one. Now that you have paused it and tried it, so we're going to go area equals 3.14 times 5 squared. Gives me 78.5. So since I only want 1/4 of the pizza, the 1/4 of the cookie, I'm going to divide by 4. So my area here is 19.625. And that's going to be square centimeters. Okay, so hopefully you're starting to get the hang of this thing here, since you know how to do area. Finding the area of a semicircle, a quarter of a circle, is only a part. I want you to try 5 and 6, and then you can resume your video. Okay, hopefully you got both of those. And this is what you should have gotten. The biggest thing is once you have the area, make sure that you decided that you're dividing correctly, whether it's by 1/4 or dividing by 4 to get 1/4 of the pizza or half. Careful on this one, your radius was 1 because 2 divided by 2 is 1. Okay, make any corrections you need. All right, the next two, we're going to find the area of the shape, but we're going to write it in terms of pi. So let me show you how to do that. What's going to happen is first we have to find our radius. So we divide this by 2, which is 9. We're going to plug it in just as we have. Excuse me. We're going to leave pi in the answer. So area is equal to pi. It's going to be r squared, 9 squared, but we only want half of it, so we're going to divide by 2. Okay, so you're going to take 9, you're going to square it. It's going to give you 81. Take 81, you divide by 2. Gives you 40.5. So you put this in your calculator, and you can put it like that, 9 squared on top, 2 on the bottom, and then we just leave pi in our answer. We don't use the 3.14. And you're done. Oh, sorry, I did forget my label there. Maybe you caught that, and then that was square feet. Okay, you're going to do the same thing here, but this time we're going to divide by 4. So I'm kind of hesitating so that you try this. Remember, this is r equals 14. We leave pi in our answer. So it's 14 squared, and we divide by 4. That goes in our calculator, this guy right here. So do 14 squared, hit enter, divide by 4. So my area here is 49 pi. We're not putting the pi in there, and it's square millimeters. We just leave it in our answer. That's actually a very accurate answer. All right, so on this page, these are all semicircles. When we talk about semicircles, remember that you want to find the area. So area is equal to pi r squared. You have to find the radius. You have plenty of room to do the work. You can do the work in the pictures. But you want half. So I'll go through an example with you. So r is 6. So area is equal to 3.14. We'll use that. Times 6 squared. So that becomes 113.04, but I only want half of it, so I'm going to divide by 2, which is 56.52. And that's square yards. Okay, that's what you're doing. So make sure you slow down on some of these. Some of these are diameters. You have to find the radius first.